Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into episode 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, a continuation of this party that cost 100K. I'm not going back there with you saying, your girl. I'm not going to go back. But I'm going to try to make this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Hey, Eric, because I really just don't know what to say. I want to add my commentary and my opinion, but I don't feel like there's anything really to add it to because everything seems so fake. But let's just jump right into the first scene. We done with Candy and Courtney. Hey Andrew, let's jump into Kenya versus Martell. And how many tweets does she accept? Does she accept them all? I'm with Sheree, and I'm rarely with Sheree. This was nothing to even bring up. This was nothing to even argue over. Do I believe Martell hit up Kenya? Maybe. Did he delete some DMs? Could have. But do we really care? Does anybody believe this is real enough? That this relationship is real enough. Like, I would have had more respect for Kenya if she would have just straight up, flat out said, why are you up here faking in front with this man in our face? We know you don't want this man, these 5 kids, this drama. He still got a baby mama that's fighting over him back in Huntsville. Like, Sheree, please give it a break. This storyline is fake. I would have respected Kenya more if she would have just came out and said that instead of, oh, you know, your man hit me up in the DMs. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Martell probably thought, Kenya, that you were the easiest one to slide into the show with because you're the one who they're used to seeing bring on fake relationships on this TV show. If we call it how we see it, Kenya. He probably like, well, let me hit up Kenya because she loves a fake relationship. So let me see if I can slide on through you. Okay, you don't want to accept. Well, Sheree just got rid of Tyrone. You know, she had to call him, but not on her phone. You know. Let me hit up Sheree and see if she want a relationship. I don't know. I don't even think these two are screwing. They don't have any chemistry. So I just don't care about this argument. Now, I was in the comments and I had a little small debate about Martell being aggressive and Kenya always saying black men are aggressive. Look, I didn't watch Candy speak on it yet. So, and I know a lot of things hit the editing room floor. But I feel like if Martell was any kind of a way aggressive to Kenya, they would have showed it. They don't care about Martell that much. I saw Kenya be aggressive with him. Like, all Martell said was, I ain't DM you. And she's like, I'm a little bit scared of you, Martell. And I'm like, what you scared of? The man is halfway across the room. And then you calling him pieces of SHIT. And then you, Kenya, that's not how you speak to a queen. And I like you, Kenya. Like, you know, we turned that corner last season, girl. I like you now, Kenya. But I do feel like it's a pattern of you shouting out aggressiveness to black men who have done nothing aggressive to you now. With that being said, I ain't championing for Martell. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm not championing for him. I think he's a liar. He's a known cheater. I think he's very emotionally abusive, manipulative, and I think he's a trash person in general. And him and Mel and all that drama over there in Huntsville is why I'm not watching and reviewing that show right now, because it's like y'all can't get past season 1, season 2, and y'all supposed to be on season 6, and y'all ain't got no progression. And I'm like, why y'all bringing this trash ass man over here? It's too much Martell. Like, I hope, how much, Sheree, is you gonna drag this man all the way through this whole season? Because I don't want to see it. I really don't want to see it. But that's how I feel about that situation. I know Kenya and Sheree have some kind of conversation about it at the end of the episode. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I feel like Kenya you just sprinkling. Your way of calling this relationship fake is by saying Martell was in your DMs, and I wish you would just say it's fake. But I feel like you don't want nobody to say Sheree and Martell is fake because we still ain't seen your marriage license to Mark, and y'all been divorcing for 5 years, almost. So we don't know if what you got going on with Mark is all fake either. So when it come to relationships, you should just pipe down and say nothing before we start digging through some court records on you. But anyway, I'm gonna leave Kenya alone with that because I don't care that much to go look for no court records. But I feel like if it was real, somebody would have said it by now. But anyway. Hey Glenda. Glenda is who I was debating with on Twitter. On Candy Speak on It, both Candy and Kenya said he was cursing her out. Well, they should have showed it. They should have showed it. I really don't care. I don't want to champion for Martell. Neither Sheree nor Kenya know how to pick out a good man because they neither one of them had one. So I wish they would quit throwing jabs about who got a man and who don't got a man in people's face like it's some prize. Like, Sheree, I ain't seen you come on this TV with a prize, and Kenya, you ain't had a prize on your arm yet either. But anyway, leave that where it is. What else happened this episode? We finally got to see Drew. I'm not believing this whole shoot. I believe Drew wheeled that suitcase in from the car. It was empty with them two kids. I don't believe she was in Chicago. I believe what the Twitter street said is that Drew was in contract negotiations and she did not film the first 2 weeks. That's why she wasn't at that party. Because if I'm going through something with my father being in a nursing home with Alzheimer's, one, why didn't I leave all my children at home so Ralph could watch all the children and not just the 3-year-old? I left the 3-year-old with Ralph. And while Ralph and the 3-year-old wasn't in Chicago with me and my family through this crisis, Ralph is down here partying and the baby is with a babysitter. I don't believe none of that. Drew, I don't believe none of it. Now, the little single you played, the little snippet, is it on what I listen to music on YouTube Music. I'm gonna look for that, Drew, because the single sound cute. And I will support you, Drew, because you can't sing. But you got it in the acting. Like everything I've watched Drew act in has been really good and I've enjoyed. So, Drew, the music ain't pop. Ain't nobody buying no music. I mean, you can do a cute little something, but ain't nobody really doing music like that. And I feel like acting is your lane. And sometimes, I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody to stop their passion. Music, your passion, go for it. But put a little bit more. Glenda said, stop it with the music. Angie, you do it too much. Stop it with the music. Go ahead and hit up Lifetime, Drew, and get you some more movies. Because like you and Candace, I tell Candace all the time too, Candace, your voice is cute, but I think Candace is a better actress as well. But you can't tell nobody how to dream. Live your own dreams. But the single was cute, Drew. I can't wait to see what you do with Candace next week at the little city winery. But I hope you got a contract because now you're divorcing this man. So now you're going to have to get her half of all your proceeds for your little single. I would just stop with the single. And she did kill it as T-Boss. But Drew has done some other stuff. She did a Lifetime movie with LaToya that used to be in Destiny's Child. It was some kind of movie about sorority sisters, and it was some kind of hazing, and they thought one of them died, but she really died. I'm telling the movie. But damn it, I'm sorry, but it's still a good movie. It's still a good movie. It's about sorority sisters, but it's like a little suspense. But Drew is a good actress. But enough of Drew. I'm over Drew. Who else is on the show? Marlo, I saw somebody tweet, why do you have a peach? Because all we see you do this whole episode was pick out an outfit with your nephew. If that's all you have to bring to this TV show is picking out outfits and critiquing fashion, then maybe they need to revamp Fashion Queens and put you on that. Because it's flat. I don't want to see you arguing with Candy. And Sheree, I want to read Sheree for a second. I'm going to read Sheree at the end of this. Of course, she was good on the game. Sorority Row, that was the name of it. Yes, I ain't gonna tell no more of the movie, but it was a good movie with Drew up in that. But enough of Marlo. I'm over Marlo. She didn't do too much but pick out an outfit for her nephew. Um, Sanya. Jesus have mercy on Sanya. Sanya, you and Drew should be best friends because both of y'all playing in y'all household for storylines. Now it seems like you fought your husband tooth and nail. You asked everybody on this show should you give him a baby or not, and you was adamant that you didn't want to have another child because he ain't never in the house. He ain't gonna help you raise it, and you ain't want to put your body through it no more. But now all of a sudden you want to have another baby. Your choice, your body. Do whatever you want to do, but please do it off of this show. I don't want to. I don't care. I don't care about the TLC. Who's having a baby showers, labor and delivery. I don't care about none of that. Good luck, Sanya. Now your husband wants your family out the house. That's the best thing I heard all episode. Your mom and daddy want to go back to Florida. Let them go. Let them live on a beach in Miami and live their best life in retirement. It's going to bring you peace. But I know you want your mom and your daddy in the house because you want somebody to help you raise baby number 2 because you and your husband be on the go. Your sister and her boundaries, please send them back to Austin. If they were, because somebody told me, oh, they were so happy in Austin and Sanya was the one. I think it was my friend Kaya last week. Sanya was the one who wanted them to have a house and all live in a house together. Sanya, if your husband is always in Austin for work, why not leave your sister and brother-in-law in Austin, make them managers of that company so your husband can spend more time in Atlanta with you and he can maybe build a franchise number 2 of the car fleets and let the brother-in-law who ain't got no job work that one. I just don't understand why he got to be assisting you. You could pay another little assistant and let them go have their own house and their own boundaries. I'm tired of saying it too. She ain't got nothing to talk about. I don't care. I'm down for kicking everybody out the house because as much as I love my family. I love when we all get together in one house for the holidays and stuff like that. But over more than anything, I love my space. I love my space. I love being able to turn up and do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't need nobody telling me about what kind of boundaries they need. But and then Sanya put her foot in the mouth because I don't understand why you carrying bones, Sanya, if you ain't gonna tell it how it is. Like you trying to go back and tell Candy, oh yeah, Courtney was calling you ghetto girl. She said you post a little tweet for a restaurant, and then the next week all the ghetto people came out. And I love how Candy said, well, what you say? What did you say? Oh, I defended you a little bit, girl, but no, the flashbacks, you was kikiing and ha-ha with Sheree, you didn't say nothing. Like it ain't video footage. Like if you ain't comfortable with carrying the bone and standing all the way in it, don't carry the bone. You ain't have to tell Candy. And I agree with Candy. She did call Candy ghetto. I don't care if she didn't technically call Candy ghetto, but she's saying Candy showed up one week, tweeted about it, and then the ghetto showed up. So she's pretty much saying Candy is a part of the ghetto because that's who showed up the next week. Like Courtney does too much. Candy, you ain't got a head butter for it. Let her say whatever she got to say. Who cares? You the one with the 10 million followers. You the one with all the jobs and all the KFC commercials. Let it roll off your back, Candy. You the big dog in Atlanta. You the Nene. People gonna come for you. Just take it. Okay, the ghetto showed up, but they were showing up paying checks, right? They were showing up giving that business money, right? Okay. Now I got to give you a little bit, Candy. You had a scene. Blaze isn't doing what it used to do. I believe it's because they said your food a little bit too high, and then they was telling it that you was charging for ice and charging too much for drinks. The prices might be a little bit too high. I didn't know why you needed to have a steakhouse anyway. You already got all the OLGs. Are you in the Mercedes-Benz or Phillips Arena? One of them stadiums, You have an OLG. Like, y'all pulling in money on that chicken. I wouldn't be trying to serve people lobster and steaks. I really wouldn't, but it's your dream. You and Todd do what you do. But I didn't understand why you needed Melvin to come taste the new food with y'all if you weren't gonna talk about the shooting. Like, Melvin, we all know Melvin is the cousin that got shot. We see him with the slingshot arm, so we're like, damn, he's still healing from the bullet wound. We all know it was some kind of argument amongst them. Like, we already know the tea from the tabloids. I didn't understand why, if it was a situation you did not want to talk about for whatever kind of legal purposes, I understand. You didn't have to film there, and you damn sure didn't have to bring your cousin with a slingshot arm up there. I'm with the producers. What we doing here? Them chicken wings ain't even look that good, Candy, to tell it. But I don't like my chicken wings fried that hard. But the food, I mean, twice baked potatoes, okay, cool. What are we doing here? If we not talking about him getting shot in the back of the restaurant, what are we doing here? What is he doing here, Candy? I'm with the producer. You and Todd could have ate these little nachos at home. Some shrimp scampi? Really? Really? I was not that impressed. But anyway. Don't mind me. I don't like my wings fried that hard. So when I saw them hard fried wings, I was like, And then I only like flats. It was too many drumettes in the basket too. And then you only gave them 6, and you probably charged $26 for that. No, ma'am, Candy. No, ma'am. But good luck. Good luck. What else happened this episode? Because I feel like that's it. Her sister tried it last week. I know that's right. Unpopular opinion, but they need to scrap the current cast of Atlanta and start all over. I said that at season 14. When they said everybody was coming back, my eyes was already rolling then. I knew the season was going to be like this because the season was dry and stale last season. And we was rolling our eyes last season. And we got the same old people. But now everybody just want Candy to fight and be mad. That's it. They talk about the same old problems. And then, yeah, we know Drew getting a divorce, but she ain't getting a divorce to the last episode. You have to remember, they said they started reshooting for Drew's divorce. We aren't going to see them all season talk about fighting over this divorce. It's probably going to be one of the last scenes, and maybe they might cut it in a couple of episodes early, and then they had to go back and get more. So I'm like, I really don't care. I'm gonna keep watching and reviewing. But Bravo, Atlanta is supposed to be your biggest franchise. Y'all should have shook it up. And that's why I don't feel too great about Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all saw how much criticism y'all got last season for Potomac, but y'all didn't make any changes. Y'all brought everybody back, all the same colorist ass attitudes, and then you just brought back another dark-skinned lady, another African lady to go up against Wendy. So it'd be like, see, don't nobody like Wendy. It ain't just us because we light-skinned, but don't nobody like Wendy. And I'm already over it. And I can see how Potomac about to play out, but I'm gonna leave Potomac where it is. I saw a preview of the next episode, Candace for Potomac. Yeah, they're gonna sing together. Really, honestly, DM Rocks, if you're a heavy Twitter follower like me, I already seen what they getting ready to ooh la 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 hey. It was cute. Like, Drew and Candace can sing. They did a little cute little ooh-ah session, call and repeat. Now, they might have did a little bit more, I ain't see, but what I saw on the lives months ago, it was cute, and I can't wait to see Drew have her singing moment. I can't wait. Don't get okay. Let's not get them started. The no storyline about Kenya is tired and low hanging fruit. Right. Kenya got a whole divorce going on. Because we don't know, and I ain't gonna get started. But allegedly, Kenya has a whole divorce. This man is trying to take her house. She had to get her income hush. What is it called? An NDA. They didn't want her income to be out there. Like Mark done just fired his attorney, so he got to go to court alone. It's like all this BS going on. Kenya has storyline out the ass, and she up here worried about Martell sending her a DM in 2020. Girl, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. I'm sorry, but Kenya and Candy ran their course. I agree. Especially if Kenya, like, why ain't nobody how we beat up Robin? Why ain't nobody beating up Kenya and making her show what she going through? She could just skate on by going through all this mess with Mark, not have to talk about any of it. She gonna cry and call him a gaslighter a couple of times. And your husband treating you the same way Mark treated me. Girl, shut up. You and Mark ain't even lived together. Let's shut up. Moving on. Moving on. I'm trying to promote the restaurant, but don't want to tell the business. And the food didn't look good. If you selling steaks, put some steaks up there. I want to see what the steaks look like. Because when I come to a steakhouse, I'm not coming for no chicken wings, no twice baked potato, no shrimp scampi. I'm coming up there for me a good old ribeye or a filet or a tomahawk, whatever kind of juicy steaks you got, a prime rib. Put some of that up there on the counter so we could see if we want to come give you $100 for this steak or not. And to me, you should try to get in front of it, Candy, because this about the third shooting at one of your restaurants. And even though Sheree was, shady, she don't know if you getting biscuits or bullets. It's true, Candy. People always up there shooting at one of your restaurants. Now, it ain't none of your fault, but you should get ahead of this narrative and maybe not put all your restaurants in the hood. I'm just saying, if you want me to come to your steakhouse and give you a good $200-$300 for some drinks, appetizers, and a steak, maybe not put it in the hood. Put it in a nice neighborhood where I could sit out on the patio, feel safe, get a good ambiance of a city view. Like that's what I go for when I'm going to a steakhouse. But let me quit shading Candy because Candy is my favorite. And it sounds like she not. But Candy is my favorite. And apparently the new girl and Wendy are butting heads. I saw that. They probably got our own here and said, you got to butt heads with Wendy so we could quit calling it colorism. Y'all ain't fooling me, Bravo. You ain't fooling me. But I'm sure my eyes will be rolling when Potomac come back around too. I knew it. I'm happy they got fired. They should have fired Mia and Robin and Giselle right along with them. And why Ashley ain't filed for no divorce? Ashley said her year was up in February. We going all the way into the summer, and she still ain't filed for no divorce. Yeah, bring back Katie. I agree. And I'm done. What else happened on the episode? Did I forget something? I feel like ain't nothing else happened on the episode. Kenya and Sheree talked a little bit. Candy checked Sanya. Marlo showed a couple of outfits to her nephew. That was it. If something else happened, I've forgotten. I don't care. But anyway, you all know I'm gonna be back. As much as I love to fast forward and roll my eyes, I'm gonna watch and review. So I will be back next Monday. Again, tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I have to check with Kamisha, but as soon as Kamisha lets me know, I'll put it on the community wall and I'll tweet about it to let you know what time the panel will be tomorrow night with Kamisha. It'll be on Kamisha's channel, and I'll cut up some more over there with them. And Kamisha probably took some good notes. I ain't take no notes. But anyway, thank you all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm so close to that 1,000. We're gonna have us 1,000 party once I hit it. But all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night on Kamisha's channel. And for Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'll see y'all next Monday. I'll be back on YouTube all week talking about something. I'll advertise it on the community wall. I ain't got a set schedule. So y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh wait, let me show y'all my graphic, my outro that Kamisha made for me. This is my outro. See y'all.